to the Japan Time podcast for August 17th, 2020. Apparently, the rest of the cast has never seen the Bush's Baked Bean commercials. We were talking beforehand. I don't know how you've never seen that commercial. Did you watch Nickelodeon as a kid?
Yeah.
You've never seen the commercial with the old fat guy and his dog. And he's like, roll that beautiful bean footage. I guarantee you've seen this commercial. You're lying if you haven't. Either that or you were unaware of what this commercial was.
I only remember the newer Bush's Baked Bean commercials.
Bro, I'm Canadian. I don't know what you're talking about.
I guess you have an excuse.
I'm British. I have even less of an idea.
I'm Canadian too.
well, joining me this week, I'm Roger, by the way. We've got Shofu, of course. We're hosting on his channel. What's going on, Shofu?
Yes,
How have you
sir. I'm out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Just out here.
Very good. We got Coast.
Hey, Nintendo
Nice. That was a good one.
Yeah, boy. Oh, he has more.
He kept going. We got Zep.
I'm smoking. I can't talk.
Nice. We got Viram.
Very nice. 8 out of 10 Nintendo gamers. Coast. Excellent job.
Thank you.
We got McDareth.
What's up, everyone?
We got Mike.
How's it going?
We have Tito,
What the fuck is good with y'all, man?
aka #1 Fall Guys player
That's cap.
Slash
Apparently.
commentator facts.
/ commentator.
Big cap.
Have people been commentating Fall Guys? Is that actually a thing?
Look, man, I could just say shit.
Yeah, they
All
have.
right, fair enough. And speaking of someone who just says shit all the time, Fidel. What's going on, Fidel?
You know what? That's better. That's a better intro than I would have done. Perfect.
What were you gonna say?
I didn't even think about it. Now here we are. And
Of
now
course, that's why you're not the host. Anyway, so we got a lot of stuff to talk about this week. We got recently over the course, we were going to do actually one of these episodes last week, and we had a few things to talk about, like the Pikmin 3 announcement and some other rumors that were going on, the Nintendo sales numbers. But since we were doing that episode, there's been a game that has sort of taken over the zeitgeist right now, which is Fall Guys. I have seen so many people playing this on Twitch, uploading clips to YouTube. Shofu, I've seen you on a bunch playing Fall Guys. Tito apparently saying he's the #1 commentator. So let's actually start there. Before we get into the Nintendo stuff, let's talk about Fall Guys.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Now, I haven't played it yet, so I cannot lead this conversation. Normally, I can lead the conversation.
I got
I don't know
this.
what Fall Guys is about. Give me a little rundown of what the game is like, and then tell me what your favorite modes are or what you like about
It's
it.
a piece of shit ass game with very loose controls. But it's fun because
Yeah, you ain't wrong.
you just run in a straight line and try to fuck people over and try to, I don't know. It's the chaos is what makes it fun. And there's a bunch of games. A lot of the games are very similar. I hope they add more games soon, please, for the love of God. I don't know. I feel like the fact that there's not many options you can take makes it I don't know the words to describe this game.
I mean, it's free. If you have PS Plus, you're going to get the game
Roger.
for free, and it's like
not
$20
free.
on Steam if you want it. So,
Roger, you've seen Takeshi's Castle before, right? That's what the game is.
oh yeah, the Japanese game
That's-
show.
Yeah.
That's what the game is.
Oh, that sounds fun. That based on the little that I've seen of it, it
PS4,
looked to me like Gang Beasts. Did you guys ever play Gang Beasts before?
Yeah.
It's the same,
Some-
it's
yeah.
similar.
So it's like a little bit of Gang Beasts, a little bit of Takeshi's Castle, and a bunch of mini games.
It's
yeah,
more like
it's
just
free on PS4 if you have PS Plus. So it's technically not free, but it's free.
Yeah, you're still paying money in some way to play it.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
if you're
it's
paying
definitely not
PS
free.
Plus, it's probably for something else anyway. So it's whatever.
But
It's
anyways,
probably better
at
to play
Fall Guys on
PS4 'cause
Twitter,
There's no cheating.
Oh my god.
fix your
the
goddamn
hackers.
tail games. Holy shit.
Every other fucking round I play, someone's flying or sprinting.
That shit is crazy, dude.
bro.
So what exactly is that? Is that a mechanic of the game, or are they just
No, they're
cheating?
just
Like,
straight
what's
up
going on
cheating.
there?
There's hackers.
That's just the cheater.
Yes. Well, in terms of the tail stuff that was mentioned before, so the game uses rollback netcode, and
Okay.
obviously, if people are lagging in that rollback netcode, you're gonna get weird results and weird interactions that won't be the same on your screen as it is on theirs. So often, when you're playing those tail games, it'll seem like you're grabbing them from right next to them, but you're not getting their tail. Meanwhile, they're grabbing you from across the map, and somehow they've got your tail.
That
And it's-
shit's stupid.
It is stupid. It ruins a lot.
I don't understand with a game like Fall Guys. Why would somebody cheat playing that game?
Because they're a fucking hoe. I told you.
Because they're a loser.
Well,
People
first,
cheat in anything that they can cheat in.
I'm expecting.
why?
It's probably easy for them to cheat.
Well, I'm sure it is.
so
the amount of
the
cheaters
reason
has got to be simple to
is
do.
There's literally, it's a program that you run at the same time that you're playing Fall Guys, and you just turn shit on. The game has no anti-cheat, so it's just fucking free for all until they fix it, if they ever do. But it's a mess because it's so easy to do. The thing you can get to cheat with is so accessible. It's just it's stupid, bad. But if you're playing on console, you don't got to worry about that.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
People flying through the air. I uploaded a couple clips on my Twitter.
But they're trying to implement crossplay, so they don't fix that by the time crossplay is around, then that's gonna be
my God.
terrible.
So I'm assuming
Other than
it's
that,
just.
though, I think it's a really good game.
Is it on Xbox as well, or is it just
No,
free
it's
on
not.
PlayStation?
It's for PC.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's a timed exclusive.
This seems to me like a Switch game. Like based on the little that I've
I
seen,
was
but I'd be
saying
shocked if this didn't
before-
come to Switch one time.
Yeah, I was saying before we started, it would be crazy if they announced it at the upcoming thing, but I doubt
The
that'll happen.
Indie World?
It would just be a pretty crazy thing for Nintendo to do.
Well, I feel like, that's a good transition. We might as well go into this a little bit, and we could just naturally talk about more Fall Guys as we're getting into the rest of the show. Nintendo just announced tomorrow morning we're going to have an Indie World presentation. There were rumors of this last week. Apparently, one of the developers told one of their friends that there was going to be an Indie Direct, and then all the so-and-so insiders were like, there's going to be a Direct on this day, there's going to be a Direct on this day. And, so there's going to be some game that's in there that's getting ported from PC onto Switch. And aside from that, we really don't know what else is going to be in this indie world. Fall Guys could be an announcement for it. I think the one big thing for me that I'm expecting to see is No More Heroes, either that rumored No More Heroes port or No More Heroes 3 news. If we are going to get that game this year, we might not. But if we are, we're going to have to see it soon. And considering all the other indie worlds have had No More Heroes news, I feel like that's probably the best place to do it. I feel like this is going to be a pretty good little indie world. I have no real expectations because we talked about this on the last episode. What'd you say?
I know you told me about No More Heroes, right? But
Right.
they said Sports Story isn't going to happen.
Okay.
There's been radio silence for Silk Song, so it could or couldn't happen. It's 50-50. So that's also worrying. I don't know what the hell's coming out. I guess that's what the fuck the point of this is.
Yeah,
That's the point, exactly. Yeah.
20 minutes long,
but,
so
I know that's the point, but it's weird not knowing at least a few things because you usually do.
Yeah.
I feel like Shovel Knight always is you knew when they were gonna have something shown, stuff like that.
Aren't they announcing some new Shovel Knight project
Well, see,
in the near future, or one was already announced?
no,
I
well,
think they announced a bunch of shit.
yeah. The problem is now Yacht Club, they have their own directs, so
Yeah.
they have less incentive to want to show their stuff in a regular indie direct. And not just that, the thing about I noticed the Nindies, they don't do as many updates on indies. They usually focus on either the ported indies or new ones. It's really rare. Unless it's a game is live dropping, it's really rare that they do another updated trailer on a previous indie. So I feel like the only way we'd see Silk Song tomorrow is if they're fuck it, it's dropping tonight.
That'd be hype. I mean, I was talking about this before we started. What'd you say?
I didn't know this was 20 minutes. I thought it was
Yeah, it's a lengthy
20 minutes.
indie
20
world.
minutes.
Oh, okay. This will be cool then.
Yeah. I think the thing is, we've been so starved for information for the past couple months, and I feel like time and time again, we had this discussion on the last one. It's expectations were so high for something, and between the Pokemon Presents that kind of failed, and then we had the Treehouse Live, and that last partner showcase, I feel like this is going to be sort of a breath of fresh air for Nintendo fans. There's going to be at least one or two kind of cool little announcements
Breath
in
of
this.
the Wild 2?
No Smash reveals, no Breath of the Wild 2, but I think there are going to be some cool little things that get shown off during this. I mean, I'm excited for it. I'm going to wake up and do a reaction. I think
I
it'll
hope
be
we
fun.
get I hope we finally get a second Nintendo collab, because again, to this day, it's there's no way Cadence of Hyrule is the only indie Nintendo collab we'll ever get, and they
Yeah,
kept
I was
updating it.
saying that
So
shit last night. Exact same thing last night.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
pretty much.
Oh, were you really?
I think I was talking to Mike or Adam. No, probably it was Mike. And I was like, if they gave a series as big as Zelda
Yeah.
to an indie dev, why don't they do that with Mother or like F-Zero or anything that's rest in peace?
See, Earthbound's a weird situation because the copyright for that is owned by
that's
Itoi-san.
all yeah,
It's like co-owned or whatever. So it'd be the kind of thing where Itoi would have to say, I'm allowing somebody else to do this. Like, to me, there is somebody who can do a good new Mother game. And honestly, I think that's Toby Fox. I think if they straight up were like, Toby Fox make this, he would do an incredible Earthbound.
I guarantee he'd fucking drop whatever he's doing and be like, okay.
Of course he would. Of course. And I'm sure it would be fantastic. So, but obviously he's working on Deltarune. We haven't heard anything about Chapter 2 of that. Maybe that shows up tomorrow at some point. There have been, pretty close ties between Undertale and Deltarune and Nintendo's platforms recently, so I wouldn't be too surprised about that. I mean, Toby Fox is hanging out at Sakurai's house, so.
There's no Chapter 2, though. He said there's no Chapter 2.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
It's not going to be Chapter 2. It's just like Chapter 1 was an unfortunate name for a demo.
The game is still going to be split into chapters, but all the chapters are going to be released at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's one
okay.
game.
That's weird.
Yeah, it was really weird.
So it was like Chapter 1 of the full game, so the game will be called Deltarune.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just called it Chapter 1 because this is just a demo, but it was a bad name, I guess, because it confused a lot of people.
That makes sense. Yeah, I mean, another one would be Metroid. I mean, I'd be shocked with all the really great like 2D side-scrolling indie developers. I think, especially now that I'm playing through Hollow Knight for the first time, like, man, Team Cherry could kill it with a Metroid game.
I've been on the fence about this because I don't want to see something bad happen to the series, but I feel like if they got a nice indie team together, they could make a pretty sick 2D Mario game.
Oh, sure.
I don't think
Sure,
they
I mean, with all the platformers
In
that are
that
there.
same, actually, going off of that, I think a new Wario game would be cool. A 2D.
Yeah,
Wario
that would be
game.
cool too.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
What I just realized was I'm gonna sound like I'm a crazy person because of this, but
It's too late for that.
remember that Golden Sun trademark thing you showed me the other day?
Oh,
That
yeah, how
could
was
be-
it? Yeah.
It could be something related to Golden Sun.
I don't know if anything else ever came from that. So that trademark of Golden Sun from like a long time ago, y'all talk about some shit while I look this up real quick.
Well, technically, Camelot, if they really wanted to, could be classified as an indie developer, right? Because
Yeah.
they just get commissioned by Nintendo to make stuff. I mean, that would be wild if they dropped some type
It's
of Golden
definitely
Sun
not.
thing.
I highly doubt that though.
Right, me too, me too.
That Golden Sun trademark thing wasn't a renewal. It was a brand new trademark,
Oh.
That's interesting.
which is completely different, obviously.
Renewals don't go through the
At
process
this
of
point-
approval. Only new ones do. Companies only have to pay for renewals. No proof of use is required. For a new TM, you have to show proof of product. Golden Sun's trademark being new had to go through a process of approval with refusals and even an opposition period extension. It finally came through in late March. Whew!
Yeah,
I mean,
you're
that would
picking
be
That'd be dope as shit.
My brother
that'd
would
be
do
amazing. Yeah.
Because this is at this point, all Nintendo fans roll their eyes at trademarks being renewed, and I just want to clarify that this is not that. Just to be absolutely
Right. This is
sure.
something completely. I mean, this is actually more likely than anything else than any of the other renewals that we've heard of before.
Yeah.
Like things actually seem relatively good for a new Golden Sun at this point, but yeah, well,
I
I'm
think it
excited.
could be a remake of the first one. I don't know.
That would be cool. I would like
It
to see a
could.
remake of the original Golden
A
Sun.
fully 3D Golden Sun instead of that weird ass sprite shit would be dope.
That would be. I would love it.
I
Again,
love
I don't
the
know
3D.
who would develop it if somebody was going to develop it.
Yeah,
Outside of
I
Camelot,
can
I
think
really
of
have no
someone.
idea.
Yeah, I couldn't think of anyone.
I mean, what else
Unless
do you guys
it's
think is
like-
going to be in this indie world?
I can't like it's all gonna. I think it's all
Yeah.
gonna be shit that we just don't know about at all. It's just
Yeah.
gonna show up and be the first time we've seen it.
Yeah,
It could
usually-
maybe be other RPG getting like a Switch announcement thing.
I think we could see another like Zelda indie thing, something like that. That's probably possible.
Honestly, I think there's just with indie games, there's just so many different titles that
Yeah.
you can't really guess
Yeah, it's
what's
not
going to
the
be
same.
shown on a Nintendo
Yeah.
trailer.
Security Breach still hasn't been shown off, but I don't know if they would want to announce that on the Switch first.
Is that the Five Nights at Freddy game?
Yeah, we still haven't seen any like game footage of it yet.
You were expecting
I wouldn't
at
be surprised
at
for
the
them dropping on Switch.
PS4 thing or PS5 thing, right?
Yeah, like a thing for it got leaked like 5 minutes before the state of play happened, and it just didn't show up.
That's weird.
That state of play was something else, man.
Oh, that was ass.
Wait, so did this happen since the last show? Because I wasn't even aware of
Yeah.
a state of play that happened.
I didn't watch it either.
It was.
It was okay. There was some good stuff in there, but
What was it?
It was basically like an update on like smaller third parties and stuff for
Yeah.
PS4. Like there was some PS5 stuff, but it was really like a. It was really.
It was pretty much a look what we did. Look what we're doing with Crash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Crash looked good. Bug
that
Snacks
was the
looked
most
good.
memorable thing. What's next? Yeah, actually, it looked more interesting compared to that first trailer.
Pathless still looks good.
People
I
really
still- I
loved
don't know.
Bug Snacks after
I
that
don't
first
know.
trailer, though.
But
I liked how Pathless looked as well.
Yeah, Paths actually looks nice.
Hello, gamers.
Hey,
Well,
Hello, Warchamp.
Welcome, Warchamp.
Warchamp,
We're just
so-
talking about what we think could be in the indie world. And, yeah, I mean, I didn't know about that Golden Sun thing. That's kind of crazy. Now I'm kind of hyped for that. But again, I wouldn't expect it to show up tomorrow. I mean,
yeah.
again, there could be really cool things in this, like between Hollow Knight and No More Heroes. Some of the games we brought up. I feel like this could potentially be one of the better Nintendo presentations in a long while if they manage to pull it off. But after the past 3, I think I'm pulling a shofu and I'm going in with 0 expectations. Like I'm not gonna expect anything out of this at all.
I'm about the same, but I think it'll be pleasant to watch regardless, just because it's 20 minutes. So like, there's at least content there.
yeah, it'll be fun.
Right on.
Probably
I'm trying to think if there's any other indie game that we might have missed. Oh, I want to find out more about that crab fighting game.
Oh, yeah.
It came out on PC, I think.
yeah,
Yeah.
out.
It's a good game. It's a good game.
Oh, it's already out?
Yeah.
On
Yeah.
PC.
Oh, well, never mind. I got to play that then too.
It's kind of like fun for a day. Like I played with my friend for like a day, and it feels like you don't have to go back, but it's still fun.
I wish that skateboarding bird game was it 2021, right? I think that's when it's coming out.
I think it's
I
2021,
think they
yeah.
delayed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
A shame.
Maybe Meat Boy
Literally
Forever. finally
Skatebird. I
comes
like that
out.
you said the skateboarding bird game. It's just called
Skatebird.
Skatebird.
Yeah,
I get it. I
What?
get it. They wanted to give the games of 2020 a
Shofu?
chance. That game of the year slot. I get
That
it.
makes sense.
have we heard anything of the new Meat Boy this year?
Bro, this game, like, I want to scream every time I think about this game because I've been waiting for this game literally 6 years. They announced this game in like 2013, I think, and then it was gonna be a mobile game. Then they canceled it as a mobile game. Then they rebooted it as a console game. We've seen trailers for it in like every event ever. It's been at every PAX, every event of all time, and it just doesn't want to come out. So I hope, because now it's been a while since we've seen it, that could be a live drop. And if we don't see it tomorrow, I'm convinced it's gone forever.
Wait, so what? What's the new game? Forever, right?
Yeah, Meat Boy Forever.
I'm looking at the website right now. It says coming 2019.
Oh
yeah,
my
bro.
god.
No, don't even bother with that. Just like, bro, even their Twitter's like half dead half the time.
They don't even update their fucking website, bro.
Nah, man, they don't give a shit, dude.
That's gone.
It's just
That's
two
gone.
guys. It's literally 2 guys, bro.
I
They
wonder
don't
what they're
care.
gonna do next after, because they've done a lot of re-releases of Meat Boys and Binding of Isaac. So I'm really curious what that studio goes from here. Well, not studio, but what those
They
creators
don't
do
do
after
Isaac
that.
anymore.
I don't think they care as much, man.
It's Nicholas, right? They do Isaac now.
And well, Nicholas is the publisher. I'm pretty sure.
I know
Is
the
the
one dude,
developer-
he
the-
left. He
Yeah,
left
so
Meat.
he left. He made Binding of Isaac. He makes like a bunch of other games. And just Team Meat, it's just 2 dudes now. It's like they're just like super slow. They just don't care as much. They just don't do anything. Yeah,
I'm
bro.
sorry. It's a reflex.
Didn't?
You're fucking stupid, bro.
Oh my god.
What was that? Wasn't there like some scandal with Nicholas?
Oh, there was. The guy
Oh,
that
yeah.
is like the head licensing dude or something.
Yeah, and there was like a lot of internal.
That was
problems.
years ago too. I mean, that was
Yeah.
like 2 or 3 years ago. That wasn't a recent thing.
No, that was not 2 or 3 years ago. I think it was last year.
You sure? I feel like that started
Yeah,
with all
I'm
the
pretty
Harvey
sure that's
Weinstein
last
stuff.
Nicholas.
No, I think that was last year.
Oh, all right. Well,
It was last year, yeah.
Yeah, I've only heard bad
In
things about
September.
that publisher.
yeah.
Damn.
It must suck. It must suck to go through like development hell as a
Oh,
game
yeah.
dev.
Oh,
'Cause
for sure.
Oh yeah.
you get
Oh,
into the
you-
industry because it's fun, and then making the game is not fun because the process is unbearable.
Sure.
Did you see that? Like, there was that indie game that was premiered in the State of Play. It was like one of the few games. That was, like, it
Oh
was
my
called, like-
god.
yeah, it was called
I
like
was so
Aeon Must
disappointed.
Die. It looked amazing. It was like this 2D game. It kind of had like a Kill la Kill style, looked really sick. And then right after the State of Play, it was found out that like the entire development team left the studio because of like a shitty, horrible culture there.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
No one got paid.
Yeah, and no one got
What?
paid.
So
No one
that
got
trailer,
paid.
the trailer we saw was fake. It wasn't even gameplay. It
Yeah,
was commissioned by an animation studio who also didn't get paid.
Oh,
crazy.
What was it
okay.
called
How
again?
did,
Aeon something?
how did that get on to that? Did Sony not?
I don't. I think they didn't know. I
They just
genuinely
didn't
think
bother
they didn't know.
checking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
that
know.
feels like there's a lot of things that go wrong to not know that. Oh yeah, this isn't actually a game. This is just the trailer.
It's
Like, what?
crazy, man.
You know
like,
what's not
everything-
crazy?
It's coming out next
Oh,
year, bros.
well.
Don't worry.
Ah.
I was gonna say, you know what's not crazy?
What's
Go
not
on.
It's
crazy?
not
I'm
crazy,
asking a
bro.
question.
What's
We're
not
all
What's
crazy?
not crazy,
waiting, dude,
bro?
to finish.
What isn't
Pikmin
crazy?
3 Deluxe coming to Nintendo Switch. That's not crazy. Everybody expected it. We all knew this was gonna come at some point. And now it got announced. It's coming out in October, which is very strange because they announced this for a later year release date after when we're presuming a Mario thing would come out. Because the anniversary is September.
Wait. What else is coming out in October?
Nothing, bro. October 30th it comes out, and like the game is done. You can preload this game.
Yeah, I don't
right
think there
now.
is anything else coming. I mean, we know Bravely Default's still coming this year, but we don't have a release date. We now know about Pikmin, and we assume that Mario thing is real. That's it. That's literally all that we know about for the year, and I'm assuming that's all we have for the year. I think the rest of it's going to be reliant on ports and indies and stuff.
DLC.
And DLC. Exactly, like
Crowd-
Smash Bros.
there's
and Pokemon and
Crown
stuff.
Tundra and Pokemon. Yeah, not Pokemon. Smash is what I meant.
I really don't even know if we're going to get a second Smash character this year.
No,
I
we-
think
yeah, one
no,
more.
there
I
will
think
be one
we'll
more.
get one. We will. It's
I'm
been
pretty sure. Yeah.
You mean
been since
third?
March that we haven't. Yeah,
Mhm.
third. But it's
think,
been since March that we have had a Smash announcement.
Yeah.
Really,
In
I
the
mean, I
Famitsu
guess, yeah, but
column.
we got the reveal of Min Min, and then, like, when did she come out? It was
Yeah,
the
but
last week of
didn't-
June or
didn't
early
End of
July?
June.
Didn't Sakura mention development?
Yeah,
and
and-
also, I think it's a safe assumption. Well, this goes into Small Battlefield, but I feel like it's a safe assumption that if they put Small Battlefield and shit in Ultimate and worked on the online, that I think development is maybe going okay.
Well, like, that came out of nowhere a little bit, too. None of us expected some small Battlefield update. I like the new little UI things where you have the little icon for Battlefield and Final Destination stages. I thought that was kind of cool. They added in those spirits that were so annoying to get because they were only part of that spirit event, the Secret of Mana one. So I finished up my spirit collection. That was pretty nice. And,
Same.
yeah, that's about it.
I'd almost kind of argue the opposite point is that the fact that we got that little like mini update is a fact that development has been slowed down significantly, and they just wanted to like put out what they had done because it was going to be a while before we got whatever big thing was coming next. It's hard to say though; you can't really know.
What were you gonna say, Mike? Something about something in
Uh,
Famitsu?
I'm just checking the source real quick before I say something that's not true.
Well, before
How dare you?
before we get
We're on
into
the
Smash and
internet.
back on the Pikmin thing,
Sure.
when are we gonna get Wind Waker HD on the goddamn Switch? Please.
So I'm glad you bring that up because now there's another rumor going on right now about a listing for Skyward Sword coming to the Switch. And the more I think about it, the more I think that could actually be an announcement for this year that sort of shadow drops within the next couple weeks. Because usually Nintendo has something Mario and something Zelda every single year, even if it's just something as simple as a port. We haven't had anything Zelda this year. And my assumption is that eventually we are going to get Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD coming over the Switch as well, because it's like free money. Why would they not bring it over? But I feel like because there's so much of a reliance on ports this year, they might want to just hold off until next year to release them. Especially if they need to fill in a little bit of a gap, if like Breath of the Wild 2 gets delayed or something like that. But I don't know. As soon as I saw that like listing for Skyward Sword, I thought, you know what? I bet this is going to happen, because next year is going to be a big anniversary for Zelda, just like this year is a big anniversary for Mario. And Skyward Sword's kind of a game that I never really thought had a fair shake. I think there were a lot of people that sort of threw it by the wayside because of the motion controls and never really gave it a chance. But the game is actually really good. It's like one of my favorites of the 3D Zeldas. And I think it could use a re-release. So
I like Skyward.
I'd
Sword
certainly
a
be
lot.
more excited to play that again than Pikmin 3, and I like Pikmin 3.
I never really understood all the hate that Skyward Sword got.
I feel like it just came out at a time people were tired of motion controls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the fact that I can't
mean, like
play
the
Zelda
orchestration,
game.
the
Needed a whole
soundtrack
different
was
controller to
incredible.
play
The
it,
bosses
too.
were really good.
Okay, but that's just standard Zelda stuff. So if all that stuff is fine, then you have to look at what was different about it that people didn't like, and it's gotta be motion controls.
Yeah, if everything else about the game is good, but not playing the game is like, or playing the game is not fun, then that's a whole different thing.
I thought the
Yeah.
thing people didn't like was like how linear it was, and how like the story kind of strangled the gameplay.
It's a lot. It's like the linear. It's people complain there's not much to do in the sky. It's people complain about the multiple boss fights against the what the fuck's it called, the shadow thing.
Oh, the imprisoned.
Yeah, the prison. It's like it's just a lot of nitpicks and like recalibrating the motion every time. It's
I didn't like
it's
having
just
to
like
buy
a lot of
a controller attachment to play the game.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
I feel that,
every
yeah.
remote.
Yeah,
Yeah, you had to buy a
The
new
Wii
controller
Remote Plus
or the
that was built into some of the new Wii remotes.
Yeah, that was stupid.
I
At
think
the very
two-
least,
the two biggest complaints I think was motion controls and Fi being like
Oh yeah, nagging you.
Very
super
annoying.
obnoxious. It was like Navi ramped up to 100.
Could
See,
someone
those
catch me
seem
up
like
on-
things that could be very easy fixes for a remaster, though. Like, if they're just going
Yeah.
to throw that
Yeah.
together, there's easy things they could fix in that. Which I think another big reason why they should re-release it now, especially because, like, timeline-wise, I don't want to get too much into it, but, like, timeline-wise, it is the first Zelda game. Like, it's the founding of Hyrule. So
Yeah.
it is pretty important that each generation knows about the story of that game.
The thing about the Zelda stuff, like the Skyward, that's what we're talking about, right? Is the Skyward
Yeah.
Sword?
Yeah, Skyward Sword.
Next year is their 35th, so I think it's plausible that we'll get like the remakes on the Switch or remasters rather, like Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, all that shit.
Oh yeah, it's 35th.
They can
for,
do.
Yeah.
It's 35th for I think Zelda, Metroid, and Kid Icarus next year.
Yeah.
Well,
I've been
don't
saying
expect
for-
anything from Metroid and
Yeah,
Kid Icarus outside of
they don't
maybe
care.
like
I've been saying for ages that they're going to do Master Collection 2, where it's going to be Wind Waker, like I just said, those games.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, that would be actually really cool because especially if this year, if that rumor is to be believed and we get like a 3D Mario collection, I think it'd be really nice for them to release like a Zelda collection.
Two
too.
of them are already on the the Wii U, anyways. That were
Right,
HD
right.
remakes.
But do you think it's different with Zelda because like Wind Waker was like HD remastered as opposed to the Mario games that we just haven't seen forever? Like they made an HD version of Twilight Princess, HD Wind Waker. So I still feel like they could get away with selling those separately. I don't know.
Well, that's the argument I was going to make.
Yeah,
is that they
exactly.
resold like Tropical Freeze for $60 and they're
Yeah,
reselling Pikmin 3 for $60 too. They totally could
They use collections for
Yeah.
stuff.
for anniversaries.
Yeah.
Right.
I hope so, man.
I mean, that would be great. I'd be thrilled with that. I still want N64 like virtual console on the Switch Online thing. I've been playing so much of that recently with the Super Nintendo games, and I just like I really genuinely love it.
We're due for
So-
that soon.
September.
Yeah, I mean,
coming up.
that'd be September. That would be coming up.
Yeah.
Everything's coming up in September. And like the closer we get to September, we're now midway through August, and we've been saying, oh, all this stuff is going to get announced. All this stuff's going to get announced. And we got 2 weeks, and the only thing we have is an indie world. So I'm really not sure when this stuff would get announced.
Well, apparently the rumors that it would be the 28th, this like supposed like regular direct. Like so it'd be next Friday or Thursday.
Oh, so okay, I didn't hear about this. I knew that there was going to be that investor meeting that they
Right.
have mid-September, and that
Yeah.
they always have some type of direct or announcement or whatever before that, so then they could tell their investors what they're working on. So that
Right.
I expected that, but I didn't hear the August 28th date.
Yeah, because Jeff Grubb, how he literally just gets everything right this year. He has like his list of events, and he has like Nintendo Wildcard on 28th basically. And I heard a few people say it, so we'll see. And again, usually there's always something Nintendo related that happens a week or two after an Indies every single time. Whether it's a Smash showcase, whether it's a Nintendo Direct Mini, whether it's a regular Direct, there's always something a week after an Indie showcase.
There was something else. Hold on. Yeah. On September 16th, they're having some kind of thing for Nintendo.
Exactly. That's what I was just talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that it's like an investors meeting or something, or like a business strategy thing. But they
that's all
always do
management.
that. And the one big thing is that September one, I think we even talked about it on a previous episode, usually ends up being really important because not only do they talk about what's going on for the holiday, they usually talk about like big collaborations happening for the rest of the year, like for the rest of the fiscal year. And with Tokyo Game Show coming up in September as well, I know they're doing like the live Tokyo Game Show event thing. Capcom is due for a lot. I mean, they've even said they're going to be announcing a lot of stuff. And during, I think it was the Wii era is when Tri first came out, right? During that September showcase during the Wii era, they announced Tri and they announced Sonic and Smash Bros. At the exact same time. And it wasn't in a direct, it wasn't anything else. It was at this exact investors business meeting, whatever thing at the beginning of September.
But they did say that they're not announcing shit.
Well, no, but the caveat to that is they're not announcing stuff at the event, which means the announcements will happen before that thing happens.
And this takes place 3 days after the anniversary for Mario.
So there you go. Yeah.
So I guess
I'm
that's
expecting-
our latest possible date for shit.
Right, would be the 16th or 17th or whatever of September.
I really think it's just going to be end of August. That'll be our time to thrive finally.
We'll see. That'd be great. I would love to see it. I mean, speaking of things thriving, let's talk about Nintendo sales numbers because, man, there's a lot of good stuff to talk about there. A lot of stuff to talk about there. So, since the last show, the sales numbers for the Nintendo Switch have come out, and they are incredible.
Talk to 'em.
Since these sale numbers have been published, the Switch has now overtaken the NES as the third best-selling Nintendo console of all time, which is pretty incredible when you look at all the other units of all the other sales. I mean, Switch is absolutely positively killing it. And on top of all of that, the sales numbers for software has been incredible too. So let's pull this up really quickly. We're looking at nintendo.co.jp. This is like their financial page. I'm going to pull this up. Here we go. Drop this in here. There's the link. I'll drop it in the Twitch chat as well so you guys can talk about it.
It's scary shit, man. This is wild.
I mean, it's amazing. So first off, we could talk about Mario Kart still killing it with 26 million units sold. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe pretty much solidifying we're going to get into the Mario Kart at some point on the system. Animal Crossing New Horizons, in the few months that it's been out, has already sold 22.4 million copies and has gone on to be one of the top 30 best-selling video games of all time. After however many months?
I just want to I want to put for perspective.
Yeah.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, as Roger said, sold 26 million. That came out essentially when the Switch came out.
Yeah.
Animal Crossing came out a couple months ago, and it's 4 million away. And these sales numbers were as June 30th. So who fucking knows where we are now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like selling more than like fucking Call of Duty does. It's selling more than like some of the biggest like third-party games that do insane shit. And like in 4.5 months, dude, it's insane. It's just gonna keep going. I could see this game really reaching like 40 million copies easily by the end of it.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt that this will eventually surpass Mario Kart as the best-selling game on Switch.
Oh, it's gonna do it.
Yeah, I
It hasn't
definitely
even had
think
a
it's gonna
holiday yet. It hasn't had a holiday. That's insane.
It had Easter.
It did have Easter. That's true. It also had
Oh,
quarantine.
man.
That's the big thing.
Quarantine
That's
is
the real
definitely
massive one.
that's definitely the push. Hey, whose fucking
Yeah,
dog is it?
It's not
This
mine.
dog's been
What'd you
barking
guys
the
say?
whole fucking time.
Someone's got a dog barking.
Oh, that's probably Obi. I'm sure he's sitting outside the door right now. I got my headphones on. How could you guys hear that, but I can't hear
Bro,
Because it's loud.
Bro, he's been barking the whole time.
that? Oh, dang. Is he barking still? I don't hear him.
No.
Nah, he stopped. He knows we're talking.
No, we're
about
good.
him.
Yeah,
All
he knows
good.
we're talking
He got
now.
called out and then he stopped. Well, anyway, another thing I want to put into perspective, right, is that the Switch has now sold. Let me go. Oh my God, Jesus! Now I hear it. To put this in perspective, the best-selling video game system of all time is the PS2, which has sold 155 million units. Now, the Switch again has sold what? 66 something? 66 million? 61 million?
61, yeah.
Okay. The best-selling game on Switch, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, 26 million. The best-selling game on PS2, which sold 155 million units, is San Andreas with 17 million, Gran Turismo with 14 million, Gran Turismo 4 with 11 million, and then Vice City with 9 million. So Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Animal Crossing New Horizons, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Pokemon Sword, Pokemon Shield, and Mario Odyssey have all outsold the best-selling game on the best-selling system of all time.
The attach
The
rate is crazy.
The PS2 is weird though, I think, because
Yeah.
it was also a DVD player,
Yeah,
which
I
at
was
the
gonna say,
time
Yeah.
was huge.
Of course.
It was
That's
an
a big reason
affordable
why a lot of people
player
bought it.
that also played video games for your children. So that's why
Yeah.
the
I
the
honestly don't
software
think.
and hardware sales are so drastically different.
I honestly don't think the PS2 will be beaten like for a long time.
Yeah,
I think
Sony
even the
kept telling
Blu-ray
you things
Blu-ray
for
player
ages.
pushed the PS3 a bit.
Oh,
Honestly,
it totally
I
did.
would agree.
Oh, yeah.
It was like very far into the PS3's lifetime when Sony stopped making PS2s. So yeah, PS2 probably not gonna get beat for a long time.
Yeah.
What's
I mean,
crazy is how Breath of the Wild came back for Odyssey. Like Odyssey was ahead of Breath of the Wild for a while, but like it's so you never see that where like Breath of the Wild came back to go on top of Odyssey. Now it's crazy.
Breath of the Wild's a better game,
Oh my God, he just.
so
said
that's
it.
why.
They're close. They're close. They're close. They're close.
I mean,
they're close.
they're not close. Breath of the Wild's way better.
They're close. They're
Talk to
close.
him.
There's no close. There's no close.
They're
Breath of the
close.
Wild is
They're close.
way. And I'm
They're
not saying that
close.
Mario Odyssey is bad, but
They're
I'm
close.
saying that Breath of the Wild is significantly better than Mario Odyssey, and it's not even close.
You're just saying Breath of the Wild is that good.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think to myself, if I was going to replay one of these, it'd be Breath of the Wild.
Of course.
I mean, if we're just saying shit,
No, not again.
Not saying shit, then. I think Let's Go might be the best game on the Switch.
talk to him.
Oh my god.
Well, actually, I'm glad you bring up Let's Go, because this is another thing that was brought up a lot during these sales figures. And I think it is very interesting. Is we're looking at this, obviously. Sword and Shield have sold 18.2 million units. Now, there were all these people saying they were going to boycott Pokemon Sword, Pokemon Shield, that all the problems with the game's going to flop. There's never going to be a game that sells, like, Sword and Shield is never going to do as well as any of the Pokemon games. Sword and Shield have now outsold every single Pokemon game except the original Red and Blue and the original Gold and Silver. Every other game, including the Pokemon RPGs on 3DS and on DS, which have significantly more units sold than the Switch, still could not beat Pokemon Sword and Shield in terms of sales.
It's a mainline. I don't know. I get why people are like, oh yeah, these sales are cool, but I look at Animal Crossing. It's like the first mainline Animal Crossing that's been on a home console in God knows how long.
Right.
And same thing with Pokemon. So I think it's like a given these games are going to sell a lot.
Yeah, the same people that are boycotting aren't the same people that are buying the game. Obviously,
Of course
there's way
not.
more
Yeah.
people.
Boycotting
There's
is
way
like-
more people in
it's
the
like-
world than that.
It's like 500 people on Twitter that are actively
No, it's
saying
the-
shit all the time,
It's the
and then
people.
you have millions of other people who just see Pokemon and they're like, okay,
The people that didn't play on 3DS and bought Switches absolutely bought Pokemon.
Oh, of course.
The people boycotting it are the people who would have their moms buy it for them.
I still think also, I know they said that there's no plans for it at the moment, but with these sales, I still think another Let's Go game is happening.
Oh, for
Now,
sure.
What we really
For
need
sure.
to talk about is how these niggas make one game, change 3 things very slightly, and then sell 2 games. They've been finessing
Crazy.
the entire world forever, bro. Straight up.
And then they started selling the third versions as dual packs as well. Black and White 2, Ultra Sun and Moon. And now the DLC.
Yeah. Something else somebody pointed out too is that the 3 best-selling games on Switch, Mario Kart 8, Animal Crossing New Horizons, and Smash Ultimate, all have Animal Crossing characters. That's the thing that ties all 3 of them together. Isabelle and the Villager in every one of those games.
Oh dang.
No, they all have water
Yeah.
too. Huh.
They all have water. That's right.
Yeah. They all got
The sky
as
is
well.
also blue in all 3 of those games.
That's not true.
That is true.
He's
I
lying.
don't know. There's a blood moon sometimes.
Not
Grape,
in
grape, grape.
Animal Crossing.
Speaking about
I
Breath
thought you
of
were
the
talking
Wild,
about Breath of the Wild.
where's Breath of the Wild 2? We heard
Yeah,
about
I
that
wanna
game
see
a year
that.
ago and then have seen
I
nothing.
guarantee you, if
They're
COVID didn't
cooking
happen,
up,
we would have
bro.
seen Breath of the Wild 2
A
at
lot of
E3.
games.
Oh,
And
definitely.
probably would have also got a release date.
Let them cook, man. It's not ready yet. It's in the oven, bro. You gotta let it
Bro,
cook.
but when
man.
that shit comes out, it's gonna be something because they didn't have to spend 30 years working on physics and
Yeah.
shit.
No,
So
no.
that game's.
I mean,
gonna be
I
crazy.
expect really big things from Breath of the Wild too. I think we'll probably
yeah.
get more traditional dungeons.
I
I'm
need a
expecting
plot,
it to be
bro.
great.
I need a plot. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all I need. I've just been comparing it in my head, like Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. I think because that they didn't have to put the entire game together the second time with Majora's Mask, they're able to focus much more on plot lines and like side quests and shit like that. So I think Breath of the Wild 2 will be the same.
Yeah. I mean,
Also,
I think initially, I agree with you. We probably would have seen the game at E3, and it probably would have gotten a March release date for next year, alongside like a Switch Pro or something. And I think now all that's kind of been delayed, and I feel like Switch Pro, Breath of the Wild 2, kind of both coming next holiday.
Yeah, probably.
I wouldn't be mad at that. Now, what we really need to talk about is this fucking Mario Party. It's looking at me right here.
Scam 10 million
man.
people.
10.9 million sold. I mean, to me, I think a Super Mario Party 2 seems like a pretty likely thing to happen. I'm shocked they didn't do DLC for it, but I guess they just know that they make a sequel. people
DLC,
will buy
who's
it.
playing it online anyways? Not that you need to
I mean,
play
that's
online
true.
for DLC, but I'm
That's
just
true.
saying, like,
Oh, actually, hold on. Wait, I have a complaint. I'm glad you said this. While we're on the topic of online and Nintendo games, not to bring things back, but we gotta talk about Pikmin for a second.
no, we don't.
Why would you not
no.
have online bingo battle in a re-release of
Yeah.
Pikmin in 2020? That makes
I don't
no
know.
sense.
That's
That
what I've
makes
been
no
saying.
sense whatsoever. Why? For what reason?
Bingo
That's the
battle.
reason I would want to play
Damn.
that game multiplayer. Put it online. What are you doing?
He's losing.
It's
I'm
like
actually
one of their
upset
best
about that. I
multiplayer
love the multiplayer in Pikmin, and people sleep on it, and it's really good. They blew it. You blew it.
Name a more iconic duo.
It is what it is. It's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Anyway, so sales numbers though. What else do you guys want to talk about in terms of sales numbers?
It's not on
We
the
talk
list.
about
but
how new Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe outsold Mario Maker 2.
it's so sad, man.
That's actually
It
crazy.
breaks my heart.
That doesn't
They really-
surprise me though, because
Doesn't
again,
surprise
like
me either.
Mario Brothers
Up
U
all
is a
with
standalone game, and Mario Maker 2 obviously has like a story mode, quote unquote, that's in it.
Yeah.
But Mario, I think that the reason Mario Maker did so well on the Wii U, I think was probably due to the fact that there were like literally 4 games to play on that system, and that people were dying for something to really sink a lot of time into. And so people who exclusively had Wii U's were like, I'm going to spend all my time making Mario Maker levels and doing all this stuff. And Mario Maker 2 kind of like fizzled out after a month. And it's still sold decently. I think we even talked about it on the show before. It sold like 4 million or 5 million units.
Like, I really think they fucked up with Mario Maker 2.
man.
It could have definitely been a success, but they just at some point they were just like, okay, well, let's just stop caring and release this shitty world editor and never update the game again.
It was just
I
like
don't
the
know
perfect
why.
storm on Wii U.
Yeah, like the Wii U, it had Miiverse, it had the gamepad. It was just made for that console. I don't think the same kind of thing could be replicated, but
The amiibo
I-
costumes.
I do think that if they didn't handle it the way they did, that it would have at least outsold U Deluxe.
Yeah, if
think
they had
the-
constantly supported it.
I think the biggest mistake in Mario Maker 2 is that it's not really designed for not being played on a gamepad. They
Yeah.
obviously made the UI work on not a touchscreen with a stylus, but like they didn't actually overhaul it to be good without a stylus.
Yeah.
Well, there is also one other big thing, and I think a big reason why Mario U Deluxe had such a big push that like no one's talking about, which is surprising to me, is that there are 2 games on the Nintendo Switch in China, and one of them is New Super Mario Bros. Deluxe. And these are worldwide numbers. So you have to take that into consideration that there's been a lot of units sold in China of that game, which is probably what's pushing it into the top 10.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Because what's the other game that it's available in China? I think Splatoon.
Is it Mario Galaxy? Or is it...
Oh, no, Mario Odyssey. It's Mario
No,
Odyssey.
they're not different
Mario
machines,
Odyssey, Mario Brothers
Mario
Deluxe, and
Odyssey.
Mario Kart. Yeah.
I feel like no game where a user can create content in it is going to get through.
Yeah,
China.
exactly.
Yeah.
Or in general, like there's always a cap on those kind of games, like level creator games.
But yeah, amazing sales
God
numbers.
damn, dude. The
Oh,
best
which is doing
the best selling Wii U game only sold 8 million.
It's
Yeah,
crazy. man.
which was what
Mario
was the
Kart.
selling Wii U?
Mario
It was
Kart,
Mario
yeah.
Kart.
Oh,
again.
Mario Kart, yeah.
Holy fuck.
Also on the topic of sales, smaller numbers obviously, but both Clubhouse Games and Xenoblade Definitive Edition sold over 1 million.
Actually, and Ring Fit did too as well.
Mm.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Ring Fit was
Ring
strange.
Fit's at like
obviously,
4 million.
yeah, because Ring Fit obviously came out in like October last year, and then
Yeah.
it was kind of going along, and then the sales dropped, and then you see like a spike in the sales again in like March when obviously COVID hit.
Of course. I mean, that's why, is everybody wanted to feel like they were able to exercise, and so a bunch of people who had Switches were like, I want to look into this fitness game, and they all got Ring Fit Adventure. And then on top of that, Nintendo didn't know how to deal with sales because they weren't expecting that many units to be sold, so they're like, they had it on back order in like a lot of places in Japan for months. So, yeah, I mean, Ring Fit was a very big surprise success for them, which is, good for Ring Fit. I love that game, so... yeah, I'm happy for Clubhouse and Xenoblade, though, because now Xenoblade Definitive Edition has become Monolith Soft's best-selling standalone game, which is really cool. And
Xenoblade 2 is still outsold.
It's fastest selling.
But yeah,
it's fastest selling. Excuse me.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I knew Xenoblade 2 had already sold 1 million, but I thought
wait, we
since
forgot a game
They're near to.
as well.
Which one?
what was the game we forgot?
Rescue Team DX sold 1 million as well, over 1 million.
Oh wow! All right.
Oh, it did? Wow.
Which puts it above I think it puts it above Super and Gates to Infinity. So I think we'll be getting a remake of Sky for sure.
I'm sure Pokemon Snap will also sell 1 million or 2.
Yeah, that'll probably sell a bunch.
Snap is also up in the air for me too. I wonder if that's going to be a game for this holiday, or if they're going to wait till next year.
Nah. The fact that trailer said under construction and not like 2020 just tells me like they still need a bit.
Also, normally we would do Pokemon game, mainline Pokemon game. Next year would be a spin-off,
Right.
a major DLC. Then or
Remake.
or the re-release, whatever.
Right.
And then the next year they would do new region, new actual Pokemon game, whatever it is. But now that they're doing this model where they're just adding expansions and adding DLC, right? They could do whatever they want.
Well, that's why I kind
how
of feel
many-
like this year is the DLC year for them. Next year is going to be a Let's Go game, and the year after that gives us the remake of Gen 4 that everyone's been sort of waiting for.
Zeph, how many sales you say Rescue Team DX got?
As of 3 months ago, it was 1.2 million.
Okay, that seems to be less than the other Mystery Dungeon games.
It's less than the ones on the DS and Game Boy Advance, but it's more than the ones I think on the 3DS. It might be a little less than Super actually, because I think Super had 1.22. Let me see.
All right, there's.
Is there a list anywhere of all the games that have sold 1 million on Switch?
Oh wow, weird.
there-
It did sell less.
For
You're right.
Switch, there isn't. I don't know, but like, there's like a bunch of games. Like, I think Luigi Mansion 3 has like 5 million units.
Well, Luigi's Mansion 3 used to be on this top 10 list
Yeah,
on the
exactly.
Nintendo
Yeah.
website. Yeah.
The thing is, like, games that are knocked out here are still like there's games that are in the 6 to 5 million to 4
Oh,
million.
here we go. Oh, I found it.
Oh, you got it?
So
Okay.
Luigi's Mansion 3 has sold 6.3 million. Link's Awakening has sold 4.3 million.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
1-2 Switch has sold 3 million,
Yep.
which is
Yeah, but that came
makes
with
sense,
the Switch.
yeah.
It's the launch. It's just the launch.
Fire Emblem 3 Houses is about to have 3 million sold as well. It's at 2.87 right now. Mario Tennis Aces, Kirby Star Allies, ARMS, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, Octopath Traveler, Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle, and Minecraft have all sold 2 million. And yeah, Xenoblade 2, Definitive Edition, Mystery Dungeon, Treasure Tracker, Pokken, Crafted World, the first Labo kit, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, Astral Chain Clubhouse games, and the Taiko Drum Master game have all sold 1 million.
I think it's like every first-party game has
Taiko Drum Master sold 1 million?
Yeah.
I was
Jesus.
happy Pokken was at least.
Yeah,
I was worried. For
I've been saying for years, like the past 2 years, Nintendo could put literally any first party on
Literally.
the Switch and sell 1 million.
It's crazy,
Yeah.
man.
See, I kind of feel like if this 3D collection is real and we do actually get 64 Sunshine Galaxy, that's going to easily sell 10. Like, easily.
Easily. That's going to destroy. Dude, because if you think about it, again, like this holiday, if families have a choice between buying like a $600 to $500 box or a 3D Mario collection for their family and kids and shit, oh my God. With a Switch Lite, it's over.
Yeah, they have a really good holiday setup because, like you said, Switch Lite, and then that could help the family afford a few more games.
It's crazy.
Especially if they see a game that says 3-in-1 or something. With
Well,
Mario
I also
State
think
Fun.
the holiday commercials and stuff will be really fascinating to watch because obviously there's going to be a big push for 3 games. There's going to be Smash, Animal Crossing, and Pokemon. They're all going to have a big holiday. I think the commercials will probably include Min and whatever that new Smash character is going to be. I think they'll have a little bit of Crown Tundra in there, which has the snow and everything, so it seems like a holiday kind of game. They'll show off, you know, the winter stuff for Animal Crossing New Horizons, all the different like winter events, and then yeah, the Mario collection. And I think I really feel like the Switch is going to kill it this year. I honestly I know that like PS5 and Xbox aren't competition. Like I know all the systems are doing their own thing. But I really feel like this is Nintendo's holiday to lose in terms of like game sales.
Wait, lose or win?
Lose.
No, it's theirs to lose. I mean, like they're
have it in
going
the
to win
bag.
no matter what.
They can fuck
Right.
it up. It's their own
Yeah,
fault.
there's no way they would have to do something terrible and really mess it up in order to not beat everybody handily.
It's crazy.
Especially because that brings us into the next topic. Since it has now been announced. What the heck is the launch game for Xbox going to be? Halo Infinite got delayed
Oh my
till 2021.
God.
What is Xbox launching with? Forza?
4,000 backwards compatible games. Dude, they literally, it was the saddest thing because when it got delayed, their website updates be like, Xbox launches in November with a bunch of backwards compatible games. It's like, oh, that sucks.
I mean, I'm chilling. I'm just gonna get it anyway.
I mean, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it too. But I think the thing is,
play
like,
on it
I'm not
when you
gonna
get
buy Xbox's holiday now if there's no Halo game. I'm not going to.
I'm just gonna buy it and just get like Cyberpunk. I'll just wait and play Cyberpunk on that.
But why? I'm curious.
not wait a
Why
bit?
buy the system immediately if there's nothing to play on it?
Because I'm gonna get it eventually anyway. And
Might as well wait until it's a bit cheaper if you're just going to get it eventually.
Exactly.
No,
If you know you're gonna get it
He's
eventually.
cornered himself, man. He's
Because I think most of us are gonna get it eventually too. But it's the kind of thing where
who the
we're gonna
fuck
wait
is
till
most
it's
of us are
cheaper.
gonna get it eventually? Who the fuck here is getting an Xbox?
I might
Not
get one.
me.
I mean, not me.
it's just gonna be me. I know it's just gonna be me.
I have
don't
PC.
know.
Well,
I'm
he
good.
said most of us are
Like
getting it
Game Pass?
eventually. That's cap.
I got to play Blinks the Time Sweeper somewhere.
Blink the Time Sweeper.
Like I don't
I
know.
haven't
It's
heard
just
that
like
name since you last said it on Japan Time, Mike, which was ages ago.
To be fair, I don't think you should even be buying a PS5 on launch.
No,
I don't think you should
so
be
either.
buying any console on launch, to be honest.
What the fuck are you
The
talking
Switch
about, man?
was an exception, I feel, because it was so different.
I
But
didn't even
it
buy a Switch on launch.
The only
Oh,
thing
really?
well, the Switch has had Breath of the Wild going for it, I guess. But like, you could have also waited that year until
Who
Mario
waits to
came out.
play
to get
video
both.
games? What are you talking about? Breath of the Wild's right there. I got a Switch and played that shit. Like, what? What's happening? I don't understand.
PS5 is gonna have Spider-Man. Doesn't matter if people are like, "Oh, it'll be shorter." It's Spider-Man. It's one of the biggest IPs in the world. People
Right.
see that on
Is,
shelf.
wait, is Spider-Man a launch game?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Miles Morales is definitely a launch
Xbox
game.
is just fucked then. That's
Yeah.
fucked.
Yeah.
literally, unless you have like a
Again.
love for Xbox, why would you look at a shelf and see Spider-Man on one, nothing on the other, and pick the other?
Why do they like? after the Xbox One, you'd think they'd be like, all right, let's make our next console succeed, and then they
Bro.
fucking do Halo.
They do that, and then
Get that picture.
they
outta
don't do
here, man.
anything. They actually don't do anything. They say, "Hey, we're gonna make our next console the best console ever. We have to exceed our expectations on this one." And then they make another Forza game and headline it on their console.
I mean, okay, but the thing is, those games sell. Like, I get what you're saying, but like, it's not like the Forza games aren't making a ton of money.
Yeah, but
No,
that's
but what I'm saying
That's
is,
not what
I
pushes
feel
the
like
console, though.
when you say Xbox, people literally only think of Halo and Forza, and that's it.
No.
Okay,
Gears.
well, let's talk about how Coast said you shouldn't buy consoles on launch. I need to get to the bottom of that comment.
What's the problem?
What is that? Why not? I don't understand.
Because I think it's better to. It depends. If you're really
Yeah, I think
wanting
it
to
depends
play
on the launch lineup for sure.
Yeah, if you really want to play a game that's on launch, sure. But sometimes it's like it's mainly the launch thing, but sometimes there can be a lot of hardware problems, like with fucking 360 when that shit came
Red
out on
Ring of
launch.
Death.
That was horrible.
The PSPs where now the battery's exploding.
By don't buy it on launch, I mean like don't buy it immediately. I'm saying like wait a couple weeks.
The thing
Not
about,
like
the thing
wait
about
a
this
year.
one is, if you wait a couple weeks, you're just not getting these consoles.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If I
Like,
wait a
in the
couple
States-
weeks, them shit's gonna be sold out until 3 months from now.
The
Yeah,
Wii
with
in
COVID going
particular
on,
was
there's
the one.
no
Gonna have
way.
that problem though.
You said what?
The Wii was the one that kind of
Oh, yeah.
got me into that mindset from the jump. Because if you didn't get the Wii on that launch window, you are not getting that
Yeah,
console.
you're-
Yeah,
Well,
of course.
I've always
But-
saw like that potential happening for like every console.
But that generation, all the consoles were pretty good, honestly. The only
Yeah,
problem
yeah.
was
Oh, yeah.
Sony's launch wasn't fantastic and it cost too much money. This Xbox, I feel like if you wait, it's not going to go anywhere.
Oh, that's definitely a
Yes,
fact.
they're not
That's
like the
definitely
problem
fact.
is. See, like, I get what you're saying, but the problem is there's a limited amount being made because of COVID and everything. So if you wait, it's going to sell out.
If you have the
Like, no
money,
matter
why
what,
not?
it's
It
going to
doesn't.
sell
It
out.
really makes no difference, honestly, to me. If I can buy it, it doesn't matter if I'm gonna buy it later. I might as well buy it now. If that's McDerritt's logic, then I understand it. 'Cause I'm gonna
Anyways,
spend the
Xbox
money.
just wants you to play Game Pass. They just want you to have that everywhere. One day there'll just be an app on your TV. That's it.
I will say I definitely regret getting a Wii U during its first year.
Like we're all
I definitely could've waited.
Haha,
You know what,
I
Xbox
waited
four
out
days,
for
but
24
like,
hours in my line, got my Nintendo Land, and played it for, I mean, I like Nintendo Land. It's a good game. But I think I probably could have waited an extra year and a half with the Wii U.
I regret getting the fucking 3DS. That thing was such a piece of shit for like 2 or 3 years. I couldn't believe how bad. Oh god.
The 3DS, though, at least had the back catalog of Game Boy games that were given to you, which I thought was
Yeah, I
okay.
guess.
Yeah,
That was nice, actually. Wii U didn't have anything like that. There was just nothing.
Oh, we had a. Oh wait, no, that was just for the deluxe
It took a
edition.
while for something good to come out on Wii U, but I don't regret buying it at launch because Nintendo Land was just that good. I had
Yeah.
a lot of fun playing Nintendo Land with friends.
Nintendo Land was heat.
like, it
I
was
also-
fun, but
Yeah, but it doesn't have online now, so you can't play it with friends anymore.
What the
Can't
fuck
come
was
over.
the 3DS thing? Street Pass.
Oh,
Holy
Street
moly.
Pass.
Street
that
Pass was fun.
Bro.
Street
every
Pass is cool.
convention-
Conventions
every
are
convention I
fun.
went to for a year. That was the only thing I did at conventions for like a year. I just sat on Street Pass. I would walk around the con for an hour, and I'd go like sit down in a hallway or my hotel room, and I would just sit on Street Pass for 3 hours and go through all the shit I got. It was nuts.
Roger's lagging apparently.
Oh.
Not a surprise.
Even PS4,
That
I
man's
regret
internet
getting.
is dustier than my Wii U.
that's why I be like, we're all messed around because Xbox. Yeah, I get it. But like every single console
being
launch
serious.
has very few things. I know you're being serious, but it's like hide in sight too. Like every console launch, I'm playing at console launches. I bought them. And it's like, well, I'll play this one game for a bit. Okay, the game wasn't that good, but I had fun back then. Like Red Steel with the Wii, I thought the game was really fun because it was all I had, and then I realized the game isn't really that good.
Puddle on the Wii U.
I mean, even like, even if you think just beyond like that, just not having it at launch, just clearly that Halo game is like, how'd you go from literally 2 weeks before the delay being like, oh, it's holiday, to delaying it Like clearly, and they didn't even say like early 2021. They just said it's gone, bro. Like,
and it's almost like history repeating itself because with their last console reveal and launch, they immediately just got fucked.
yep.
They they did the used games thing, and then Sony shot them in the back of the head, and then that whole thing was bad, and now this is just happening again. And Sony's gonna release some crazy shit, and that's it.
Well, also didn't
I
fucking
don't think this is as bad as that.
didn't fucking the Series X price get leaked?
Yeah.
No, that there was like it was like a
It was like that Alienware sweepstakes
it was a
thing
fine
or whatever.
print that said some shit about how the price isn't. It was some weird. It might not be the price, but it might be around $500 if it is real.
500 for the base one.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, it is weird to me that we still haven't seen the digital only version. Like, that's something I could have sworn we were going to see during that last Microsoft
the Series
presentation.
S. I mean, it got leaked that it exists.
Yeah. There's a controller box out there that literally says compatible with Series X and Series S.
But like, why wouldn't they have just talked about it then?
Bro, I don't know why this time around these two, I mean, obviously I know why COVID and shit, but like both of them take their sweet ass time to reveal price and features.
Oh no,
and all
that's
this
not
shit.
because of COVID. Whoever reveals it first is going to lose. The other one's going to undercut.
Well,
it.
not just
it's
not
literally just
price.
marketing.
Yeah, not just price, but everything. Just like more on launch info, like more on gameplay.
Yeah, they're
shit
just
like that.
trying to one up each other. That's literally it is. It's just a business strategy.
Like literally, the last generation was literally won from Sony coming after Microsoft and easily being able to counter everything they did.
Right, the moment where they walked up on stage and said, "This is how you share games."
And you just held it,
And that was
just handed
it.
over a disc, and that was it. They won.
And then Phil Spencer said, "Oh fuck, no. See you in like 6 years."
Well, no,
He
he
wasn't
wasn't.
there
He wasn't
yet.
the president then. Yeah, he was there. He just wasn't the president.
Yeah.
That other
Man,
Man,
guy
I'm
was.
telling you, if they made a Banjo Redooey, I'd buy an Xbox immediately.
Please don't.
That's
call
the
it that.
problem, though, is because
Why? That'd
Nintendo
be the
fans
perfect.
care about.
Why do you
No,
not
no.
think Banjo Redooey would not be the perfect name for that game? It'd be perfect.
Please stop.
It's
Why?
stupid.
Banjo Redooey. I'm gonna keep saying it. I think it's perfect.
No, because it needs to have the actual.
Why are you bothered by
original-
this, War Champ? This is a conversation
have-
to be had. Why are you bothered by me saying Redooey?
Bro, it needs to have the actual name of the original game there.
Banjo Kazooie Redooey. Call it that.
Okay,
Then.
there, that's better.
okay.
I'm
I
gonna
like
be real,
that more than
that-
Banjo Redooey.
No, that
I
kinda
just call it, like,
that's-
Banjo-
I'd rather have none of it and just call it Banjo Kazooie, but
Banjo Kazooie Redooey. Yeah. Banjo Kazooie Redooey. Yeah.
Nah,
What is
stop.
That's a
don't
beast.
enable him.
Talk to him,
not
Roger.
nice.
Talk to him,
All right.
bro.
Puzzle pieces.
Uh huh.
No,
I find that.
Yeah. Where they at?
Okay.
Yeah.
I.
Golden
That's it?
eggs.
Uh huh.
I spit that.
Scramble.
Hold on. Blue eggs.
Uh huh.
I fart that.
Well, okay.
Yellow feathers.
Uh huh.
Respect that.
Bitch. Wait, hold on. I got something for the. Hold up. Wait.
I hope Banjo
hold on.
never gets
Wait.
another game.
Wait.
Well, also, you know, they could just not
pressed my
call
air
anything
horn,
like
but-
that because nuts and bolts exist.
Who cares about nuts and bolts, bro?
That was the only Banjo.
Bro, that game
was
is-
the first Banjo
would
game I
it-
played.
that game isn't that bad, man.
No, I don't even think. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying who cares about it.
Well, I think it's bad because the fact that you have to like go around in cars means all the fucking levels are empty as shit. It's just a lot of geometry placed in areas because you drive. I don't know, but I don't think it's as bad as people say it is. People make it sound like Sonic 06.
Oh no, it's
People
not even
just-
close to Sonic 06. At
yeah,
least
people
Banjo
just-
Nuts and Bolts is a good soundtrack at the bare minimum.
And you can play it.
Okay, hold on. Are you saying that in comparison to a Sonic game or just in general?
06, Sonic 06.
No, I
Sonic
know
06.
that. I'm talking about the soundtrack part.
Oh.
Dreams of an absolution. The pursuit of. Oh no, that's right. That's Chrono Trigger. Hold on.
Get your mic out of your
hold on.
throat.
Why is your brain so high?
Hello?
Okay.
No,
What?
okay,
We're not
so
doing this.
Dreams
I'll
of an
shut this
Absolution.
motherfucker down right now.
I'm about to leave.
That was a Sonic 06 song. Yes, that was Silver's theme.
Chill.
Can you please take your fuck? Can you stop deep throating your fucking mic, bro?
I'm not even close to my mic
You're
right now.
capping. Don't lie to me.
I'm not. I will literally take a photo right now and I'll put it in
everybody.
Discord. Look at where I am. Look at this.
Okay, here we go.
Okay,
I swear
I'm
to
gonna
God,
take
this
the
is the
picture
length.
and run away
obviously
from the
not
mic.
right now.
I'm not.
but you
I'm
were.
literally sitting right here. Look at this.
No, your
I just
mic
took
was
the photo.
definitely
I'm
touching
putting it
your
in Discord.
tonsils just now.
I'm putting this. I'm not sitting on my console. I'm literally sitting.
Your fucking mic was all the way next to your Adam's apple.
It's sitting right here. Hold on. This is
got-
BS. I need to
Roger,
prove
you
myself.
got 10
on.
times louder, and everyone.
Right, like what? That doesn't happen unless you get closer to your mic. I know what a microphone sounds like. It shows.
Where'd my
like
hold on?
crazy.
Where'd my camera go? Wait, all photos. Why did this not take the picture? I
Aha.
took the picture. Wait, hold on, wait. I'm gonna do it again.
Convenient.
That
Same
boy was
exact-
throat hugging his mic, man.
I'm not.
Mic and mouth.
Here you go.
Oh. Let's see
Oh,
what you
hold on.
got.
Why is the photo not saving? What the hell is this about?
Because it's a fucking
There we go.
line.
There we go.
Yeah.
Look,
Okay,
see?
Okay. Let's see.
Can't see
This is the length I'm at. Right here.
Nothing.
Where'd you post? Oh, there we go.
Okay, and you leaned
Brother,
forward and
there's
started
no
singing.
way.
I leaned forward. That's me leaning forward, talking.
Turn your fucking gain down.
You leaned
Yeah.
Watch
forward.
this. I'm gonna
probably your
record. I
gain.
swear to God. Look at this.
Yeah, it's like your gain or something then, because you
It's probably your gain.
Because this is where I am. I'm talking
I
right
just
now
don't-
live.
I
And
don't
you're gonna
care.
see
God.
this video.
Oh my
and this is
God.
the exact length I'm at.
Roger, okay, listen.
it
No one
sounded like
gives
you
a fuck.
swallowed that bitch.
You're 10 times louder than you were 3 minutes ago.
Thank
Turn your
you.
shit down.
I'll turn it down then.
What the
Input's
fuck
going
is the
down.
gain on your Yeti? Is it like maxed out?
No, I don't think so.
Look, you probably
He
kicked
doesn't
some
think
cable
so.
and Windows is just like, oh, new microphone connected and set the
I
volume to
might
100.
have. I might have.
And
Hold
you
on.
didn't have it at 100 before. It doesn't matter why. All that
Let me
matters
see.
is
All right,
how
hold
to
on. I'll
slow
turn it down. I'll turn it down because I don't want to be too loud. I don't want people thinking I'm. Hold on. Let me just turn this down.
Yeah, all right.
Wait. All right, is
Okay,
that
but
better?
What's the Clippers score though?
You didn't do anything.
I didn't do anything. I turned it down to 70%.
No, that's good now.
No,
good.
it's definitely
Well,
different.
the problem wasn't that you were too loud. Is in that one moment you fucking swallowed your mic and you were
Yeah.
incredibly loud.
you were talking like this.
That's crazy, man.
No, it's not. You know what you
It's
did.
not crazy. You were doing it.
You know.
I was leaning.
You know what you did, bitch.
I was leaning.
He's lying.
Into the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You were leaning into the mic. You just said it.
What the fuck is
Yo,
going
should I
on?
play Final Fantasy 14?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Pretty good.
So here's the thing: is since August 11th, you can now play up to Heaven's Word and level 60 for free.
Yeah.
Literally
well, not
half
up
the
to
game
that.
is free.
You can play all of Heaven's Word for free.
Yep. And that's at least over 20 hours of content.
Well,
Like-
over 100.
Yeah.
I don't even want to type playtime in chat right now. I'm playing right now. I don't even want to type this in.
Yeah, I'm playing too.
All right. So there's a lot of times where I've left my game running all overnight. So this isn't totally accurate, but my total
Okay,
playtime in
okay.
FF14 is 34 days, 3 hours.
Jeez. Whoa.
Mine is
34.
That's on two.
38 days and 12 hours.
My dude,
Get
what are
fucked,
you?
bro?
That's 912 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
And I
MMO.
enjoyed every second of it.
Me
Holy
too.
shit.
My wild time.
I've barely even scraped the surface of this game either.
Yeah,
Oh
14
my
has so
God.
much content. Like if you've
There's-
never tried it,
dude.
you ever want to, it's so good just to get it now.
It's not even that there's so much content. There's so much different content.
Yeah.
They
There's
also they trimmed A Realm Reborn and got rid of filler and shit. So now it's A Realm Reborn Kai.
Be good.
Also, I'm looking right now. At first, you said how many days you had in this game, and I thought, wow, that's like unbelievable. But then I looked. I have 600 hours in Ultimate and 300 hours in New Horizons already.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not that crazy.
It's not that hard to believe at all. It just
Most
sounds
people
crazy
have
when you
that
put
much
it in
time in one
days
game.
as opposed to hours.
This
that
man sent
video,
the
just
video.
uploaded. What the fuck?
What is this? Let's see.
That was sent like a while ago. That was off my
This
phone.
looks like a
while ago.
horror movie.
Oh my god. It does look like a horror video.
I didn't want it to be a horror movie. I was just recording where I was with my microphone to prove a point.
Yeah, this is a found footage horror movie.
Anywho, most Sonic games can be bad, but the soundtrack, that always hits. Anyway,
You know what else soundtrack hits? Final Fantasy 14 soundtrack.
yes, it does.
Is there a Kefka boss battle? Did I hear you guys correctly?
Yes. Yes.
Is the music incredible?
You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Kefka himself also looks incredible. His model
Thanks,
is so
man.
good.
Is Sephiroth in it?
No.
Here, no, not yet at least.
They're gonna add him.
Listen, this shit is so good. And also, if you do this fight on the hardest difficulty, he turns into God Kefka.
Oh shoot, this looks cool.
Yeah, they put in the spider tank and ruby weapon.
What the heck is the little chocobo thing? That looks awesome. He looks like the mystery dungeon chocobo.
Yeah, it's him.
Alpha?
What?
Oh, did I play this one?
Yeah,
yet?
so this whole do you want to explain this dungeon sequence, Zep? I feel like you could do a better job than I could. Like the whole
Probably couldn't because I've been smoking the whole podcast, so you should probably do it.
I mean, I just started Deltascape, so I only know a little bit. But basically, Omega is like trying to find other like life form to fight, and so he's summoning things from all over the place, and so that's how they kind of bring in a bunch of other Final Fantasy stuff into it. So like, Final Fantasy 14 doesn't really take place in the same Final Fantasy as any other one, just like Final Fantasy games where they just reuse like kind of the same concepts and the same jobs. So the way they bring like references in other games into it is by doing like these weird like multiverse dungeons. So Sigmascape is part of a series of them, and that's why Kefka's in it.
Man, I want to play this now.
It was Kefka and another one. Wasn't like was it? And it wasn't the one from Final Fantasy IV, was it? I can't remember his name.
Who are you talking about? Are you talking about X-Death?
Yeah, X-Death.
Yeah, that fight was cool. You also fight the Ghost Train from 6. You fight the Painter. You fight Omega himself. It's cool.
There's actually another
Good
reference in the latest patch for the game, but that's kind of like a spoiler. So I'm
Yeah, I wouldn't want to spoil that for anybody. That was
Yo, when we
that was
doing
like the greatest moment.
I kind of want to know. Could you DM it to me?
I'll show you. Are you familiar with Final Fantasy? Like decent
Of course,
amount?
yeah. I love Final Fantasy.
Have you played the Dissidia games?
Of course.
Okay. So this is the final boss of Shadowbringers as a whole. Just so you know that what I'm spoiling for you is pretty big.
I don't mind. I don't mind at all. This is not a game I
Okay.
care about spoilers in the slightest. It just gets me excited. Let me see this. Yo! That was clean!
Bro. What is wrong with you, bro?
Yo!
Roger.
Stop screaming at me.
I'm sorry. This looks
Your
hype, though.
mic
The way
is
you're
dog
light,
shit.
bro?
It's
That's
time for an
unbelievable.
XLR mic, bitch.
The what? The what?
Hey,
Hey,
I'm,
man.
I'm about to turn this shit off.
Yeah, I'm straight up about to leave
Turn
too.
this shit off.
Just fucking.
What is wrong with all of you?
I'm not
The
trying
story-
to
All of you, I did
stream at
nothing.
3:30 in
You
the
were
morning.
hello,
Come on, bro.
Seth. You're capping.
I did nothing.
I have done
lying
nothing.
to me.
I've done nothing.
You
I'm
are
just
just
chilling
as
up
loud
here.
as Roger is.
I'm
I've
just
done
chilling
nothing.
here.
You're capping, bro.
I'm vibing,
Somebody
Maggie.
clip it and send it to Zeph. He's capping, bro.
I won't watch it.
Oh
beat me.
my god. You motherfuckers.
Roger, the story build up to that fight is also fucking incredible.
I mean, that looks incredible. I want to play it now.
Like
You
there's a
sold
lot
me.
of
between
there's a
Kefka
lot,
and that, you sold me.
there's a lot of people on the internet that are talking about how like the story for Shadowbringers is just one of the best RPG stories of all time. Not even an MMO RPG, just an RPG in general. And I have to agree with them.
Yeah, I only did the beginning of it so far, and like, it was so good.
Dude, the craziest thing too is that the lady who did the writing for Shadowbringers like got brought onto the team for Shadowbringers. She had nothing to do with everything leading up to it. They just kind of like took their like scrappy ideas that they had kind of built up to, and she turned it into something amazing.
She wrote the Dark Knight.
Yeah,
quest.
she did the Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Is that somebody who's written other Final Fantasy games before? Like scripts for
No,
other
I think
mainline
she's
ones?
just written stories for 14. She's written the
That's
Dark
sick.
Knight story and something else. I don't remember what. It might have just been Dark Knight actually.
Yeah, she wasn't like the lead story writer before.
Was like
But
House
they-
of the Dead. I don't know.
They handed her the reins for Shadowbringers, and she knocked it out of the goddamn park.
Yeah, especially if you love Final Fantasy, if you just
I
love
do.
like JRPGs, that like 14 is so good. If you like MMOs, 14 is like untouched right now.
I'm just scared about talking about it now because of what just happened.
Oh yeah, I won't say anything. I won't say anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
speaking of MMOs, the fucking Terra developers are closing down.
Oh, they are.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
That's
en masse, they're closing down.
Oof.
Yeah, they had. Okay, it sucks to say. They had Terra. The other game was Closers.
Yeah,
Or they did closers too.
Yeah.
They did.
Unless I'm wrong, I believe that was on mass.
Yep. Closers was like the X, like some XL sword devs. It was supposed to be like the L sword killer.
How's that high
All
res
right.
shooter?
That didn't work out. What'd you say, Zeph?
How's that high res shooter?
Oh God, Rogue Company.
I mean, they're sponsoring. It's
Iris
just
made
like
another game.
yes,
Yeah.
They made a Rogue Company. It was coming at a little bit of Overwatch, a little bit of CS:GO. Like,
Mhm.
yeah,
Did they abandon it without any warning whatsoever and completely destroy
Not-
the community like the
not
other
yet.
times that weren't Smite?
yeah, not yet.
And
That's
the
what I keep
tribe.
saying. It's like after the death of Global Agenda, I was like, I
Global
can't
Agenda
just
and
jump.
Tribes Ascend.
Yeah, I can't just jump into a high res game and hope it's gonna work. Smite
I
actually worked for them, so they kept it around. But then they
Yep.
didn't fund it and tried to fund other games. So they
It's
keep
too bad that
going.
game just doesn't work.
dude,
While we're
Hi-Rez
talking
is
about all
like-
these multiplayer games, there's actually one that I want
No,
to bring
I'm
up.
getting angry about High Res because it's
Oh.
been brought up.
Go
now.
ahead, go get whatever. Get angry. Get angry.
I am so done with this fucking company
Fucking
taking their
Rage
games
Mad.
out back and just blowing the brains out behind the barn when it doesn't make them $1 billion. The only reason Smite got to stick around is because it actually kind of worked out for them. The way they treated Global Agenda when it failed and the way they treated Tribes Ascend when it failed, they didn't even fail. They just didn't do good enough. And they just fucking like left it to the wolves. Tribes Ascend, when they decided to stop supporting it, there was no warning. They literally just deleted the website and redirected it to the subreddit. They didn't tell the subreddit mods, who they were like in close contact with. They worked with them to like help moderate the subreddit. They literally just replaced the website and said, if you need help, go to the subreddit. We're done with this game. Bye. Fuck
That's
Hi-Res.
fucked.
Yeah,
The other day I tried playing Smite because I wanted to for some reason, and I still kind of have the itch to play it, but the UI made me throw up on myself, so I couldn't.
I mean, Shofu, you stream Smite all the time.
Stream
You're like
Smite all the
constantly
time.
streaming it.
That's cap.
He played
Well,
it.
it looks
He
like, I mean, on
streamed it.
Discord at least. Maybe
Yeah,
not on the
there you go.
actual, not on Twitch, but like I see
Yeah.
you playing it every day.
He's got to clarify.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I play
Yeah,
Smite.
streaming
Yeah,
it on
it's,
Discord's not the same.
from
as
what I've
streaming it.
played, it's a fun game.
Yeah.
It's fun when it works.
Didn't Hi-Rez make that one other like Fortnite battle royale-ish game?
They made a game of
Realm
every genre.
Royale?
Yeah, Realm Royale.
Realm Royale, that's what it is.
And then they changed it and ran it into the ground.
Hello.
Hi.
What?
Why do you keep
Alright.
doing
Oh
that?
my god.
Roger is a demon, bro.
Who
This is when we gotta
What
wrap
is
That
up.
actually was not me this time.
He's
This is
lying.
when we gotta wrap things up.
No, I had a legitimate question I wanted to ask Mike. That I swear that was not me this time, and it was about Overwatch because I see you tweeting about Overwatch a lot, and I still to this day play it pretty frequently. And I don't quite understand what some of the recent complaints were with like the new updates to the game, and I was wondering if you could fill me in.
Just like meta stuff. People aren't
Yeah.
happy with stagnant metas. The current meta right now is double shield, which is Orisa Sigma. And Orisa is just commonly considered like one of the most boring characters to play.
That makes
And
sense.
she's like must pick for a while. So people weren't happy with that. Now she's dead though. They nerfed her into basically being not pickable at all.
I'm waiting for Overwatch 2, man.
Damn, you got
Overwatch 2.
fucking exposed. The Autoglot is fucking snitched on your ass. Today at 10:35 p.m., Roger moved one user to Japan time.
Oh, I did. I moved War Champ. I did.
Uh-huh.
It just happened. You could see it on a gaming
No,
chat.
You moved me down, and then
I did.
McDarrett had the kindness to bring me back.
That's crazy.
Canceled. It is what it is. I feel like Walter White. You got me.
receipts.
I'm up.
No, there's a lot people aren't super happy with Overwatch. I think it's just the content drought mostly because
Yeah.
they haven't updated the game at all since they're doing Overwatch 2.
I broadcasted that today. That's what
I
I
do
was
wonder
working on.
though. Do you think Overwatch 2 is going to end up coming like within the year, or do you
Out
think that's still
ever.
something that's a
No,
ways
Nah,
off?
that's cap. Should not come
No,
in this
next
year.
year
They
probably.
said it was a ways off.
Yeah. I thought it
I
could have
feel
been
like-
this year, but then COVID.
I think last BlizzCon was just all damage control.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
Is
from
it CG
last
trailer?
BlizzCon was damage control from last BlizzCon, like prior. Yeah.
I mean, Blizzard was just kind of hemorrhaging their loyal, like their
Like-
fan base.
Overwatch 2 and Diablo 4 were planned to be there since like March.
Yeah, but
From what
Diablo
we
4
know.
was planned to be there because of Diablo Immortal.
Yeah.
Dude, Diablo 4 is not coming out till at least 2025.
Yeah.
2025? Is that what you just
Dude,
said?
when Blizzard reveals a game at BlizzCon, it's usually at least 2 or 3 years off. And at BlizzCon last year, they said this is way before we would normally reveal a game, but we know you guys are really excited for the other game, so we want to show this.
Yeah.
That game's not coming out for at least 5 more years. Minimum.
Blizzard is ass.
If you want to talk about games that aren't coming out for a while, let's talk about how Street Fighter 6 ain't coming out to like 2024.
Wait, what also happened with Street Fighter in the past week and a half? Because I've been seeing a lot of people doing stuff.
Ono left the company, i.e., he was fired.
Yes, sir.
Because he's a clown, and he didn't really do anything other than just continuously make awful decisions. So now the producer, like the people who literally make the game, are more in charge of basically being the face for Capcom fighting games. And a lot of people have come forward in the company talking about some new direction. A lot of teams are being moved. A lot of people are being moved. A lot of people are getting promoted and demoted. There's a lot of movement. And so originally, what a lot of the leakers are saying is that Street Fighter 6 was supposed to be a PS5 launch title, just like Street Fighter 5 was supposed to be a launch, right? But so basically, that's not obviously happening because Ono's a clown again, and they were like, "All right, well, fuck that. We're just gonna take some time, revamp everything," because obviously within a huge company like that, like Capcom, moving everything and basically remaking all these decisions take time. So instead of taking the time to develop Street Fighter 6, they're like splitting up their teams. Not splitting them up, but like deviating the work. So that's why we're getting a new season of Street Fighter 5 as opposed to Street Fighter 6. So that's so basically now this is the hey, everyone shut up and don't ask me for any characters ever again pack. So they got Dan, they got Goro, they got that one chick from that one game.
Got Akira.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Who cares? They got
I do.
How dare you?
Did they add
Rose.
No, Q is basically already in it.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Wait, how?
Dan, Rose, Oro, and Akira.
Rose, that's the last one.
So if you don't know, Roger, G is basically heavily implied to be Q.
Got it.
Okay, I don't think it's Q because G's in the game and G is Q. I don't think that's.
No. I'm just explaining it to Roger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I was just asking. Yeah, I didn't.
Oh yeah, so they
like
Roger asked
basically
for Q,
that's
he's basically
because Ono fucking clowned out the company. The development team is not working on Street Fighter 6 because they don't have anything to work on because they're remaking all the decisions. They're like, all right, what do we want this game to look at? Because we're tired of Ono trying to put all these big ass titties in these games. Okay, we're not trying to have another Laura out here titties out. So, and I am.
But, yeah. At least it'll be good for the
wait.
next
I'm looking
game.
at this right now on like the Street Fighter wiki. This guy is Q?
Okay, don't say this guy like we know what you're looking at.
Well, he looks like Abraham Lincoln.
He's looking at G.
The implication is that he's Q.
Yes, it is heavily implied that G will inevitably become Q because Street Fighter 5 takes place before Street Fighter 3. And
Okay,
Street Fighter
that's what I need to know. That's what I need to know. Because I'm like, this makes no sense. Why would he become...
Yeah, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike canonically, I believe, is the most furthest in the Street Fighter timeline. And this takes place before that.
It's the last game. So
All right, cool.
the assumption is something happens to G, I guess, and he turned into Q.
Got it. All right, now I'm good. I'm all caught up on my Street Fighter trivia. Thank you very much. I was just very confused because I knew Q was like a cyborg, and so I'm looking at Abraham Lincoln, and I'm like, how is this guy the same character?
He's just a dude
But I
in the
didn't realize it
mask.
was a prequel. I thought it was a sequel. Yeah. All right. Well, I think that wraps it up.
We didn't talk
pretty
about
much
Small
gone over
Battlefield.
everything.
We can talk about what?
Small
Small
Battlefield
Battlefield.
is the best
Oh,
stage
right.
ever added to this
Oh,
game.
I thought we talked about it a little bit.
Did we?
We briefly
Yeah,
touched
earlier.
on it.
Didn't really discuss it too
Very.
much. So I think actually something interesting, real fast, we could end with. So with Small Battlefield, the discussion has been tossed around of having a hazard on rule set. And basically, you add in Small Battlefield, you take out Pokemon Stadium and Kalos, you put in like Fountain of Dreams.
Didn't they
I
fix
think-
they finally fixed the leg in 8.1 too? I thought
They
I saw
always
that.
say that, and then
It's still it happens, but it's such a specific situation. I think I think it has to be 2 Warrios turning on their bike at the same time,
The fuck?
and it'll cause frame drops.
In
Nice.
Fountain of Dreams?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird that Wario messes it up, but Ice Climber.
No, it's not.
Well,
that's
No,
on-
it's because when Wario turns his bike, a lot of water starts flying up. From the stage.
It does a bunch of particle effects. They've basically like addressed the lag bit by bit every single patch, and every single time people are just like, "Oh man, it's gone," and then someone finds something else that still causes it. And
Now I don't think there's any reason it shouldn't be. Like, it's such a minuscule thing.
Yeah. Every single patch, it's like, oh, the thing that was causing lag before is gone. They finally fixed the stage, and then someone finds something else, and that cycle is just repeated. And now it seems like it's just the double Wario thing.
I love Fountain of Dreams. Remember
I,
when there was that Japantown episode and I said Fountain of Dreams and Brinstar Depths would come back and then they came back?
I'm so sad
cool.
that Hazards
That was
on
cool.
Yoshi's still drops food.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really
Unfortunate.
weird.
I have my weekly question for everyone.
Let's hear it.
We can all give our hot takes. What's the last shitty game you played?
Shitty?
Yes.
I haven't been playing a lot of shitty games lately. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fall
I've played
Guys.
mostly really good games.
That was gonna be my answer.
I actually only say that because I downloaded the game and the servers were just fucked, so I refunded
gotta be
it. And I'm gonna
something.
try playing it again another time.
I get the only thing I could really say is Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze because I played Donkey Kong Country the original on the Super Nintendo Switch Online thing recently, and I was enjoying it. And I was like, I'm gonna give Tropical Freeze another chance. And I downloaded it and I played for like 5 minutes, and I went, no thanks.
Some,
And I
you better
uninstalled it
stop,
again.
bro. Stop.
I
Yeah,
don't think
I
I've
don't-
been playing any shitty games.
Smash Ultimate Facts.
Yeah.
True.
I deleted that shit off my
Damn.
Switch again.
Yeah, for the 3rd time.
Yeah.
You know, and for
So
me,
it's a cycle.
it'd probably be Persona 4 Golden.
Actually,
That's
yeah,
what I
that's
started
probably
with.
the shittiest game I've. No, that game isn't even shitty. Why'd I say that?
Genuinely, I don't think I've played a game that isn't Final Fantasy 14 in the last like month at least.
Oh,
I've been maining the fuck out of that game lately.
same. Okay, now keep in mind, I've never played Persona 4 Golden. I just said some shit, but
Yeah, I don't know why I agreed with you.
yeah, I don't agree with you either.
was like,
You
the other day
guys
talking
gotta
about
pay
Fullmetal
attention, bro.
Alchemist.
Tito just be throwing out these curveballs.
Yeah.
Bro,
You want to have this fight now?
no.
I mean, we can have this fight now if you want
I'm
to
not
have it.
doing this.
Beat your ass through
God.
the internet.
I'm
Wait, can I
not
get
doing-
my answer real fast?
Yeah, go ahead,
Go
bro.
for it.
So I remember after that awful ass PC gaming, whatever it was, all right? They announced Torchlight 3 is playable, and I like ARPG, so yeah, I got it. Play it with a friend. That shit, it was incredibly laggy. They didn't have the servers working. You couldn't see your friend when you were trying to play. It's always online, and I haven't really played it since. Hoping they fix it.
Smart man.
If I'm gonna give my actual answer, other than Smite, right? The last shitty game that I played was probably Destroy All Humans, the re-release on PC. I refunded
Oh, I
that
was
game.
playing that.
Bro, that game did not age well.
No, sorry.
That game is trash.
It sucks, man.
Wait, hold on, wait. Now that you said that, there is a news thing we brought up. We're talking about bad games. We didn't talk about this. That Avengers game coming out.
Oh,
We
my
didn't
God.
discuss this.
I don't
bad.
think the game is
You don't
that
even know
bad.
if it's bad.
Fucking trash.
You don't
I
even
I
want-
know.
realized all that news came out about it since the last podcast. We didn't touch on
Yeah,
it
I've
at
heard
all.
only bad things about it.
It looks so
I've heard
bad.
people who
There were
thought
mixed
it was going to be
things.
bad, who were actually thinking it's going to be pretty good after
Really?
they played it.
Yeah.
Everyone I know that's played it said frame rate's choppy as shit. Like, other than like apparently like it's like the only good character to play is like Captain America. Like,
Yeah, I heard the combat's not good.
yeah, it's like square. It's yeah. It just looks like a PS3 game with.
I've been
'Cause
seeing
I only
clips
saw
of
the
people.
Hulk thing, and it looked miserable.
Yeah, I've
It
been
looks-
seeing people playing Hulk, and they go, "Oh, Hulk is so fun," and they literally just do one thing over and over again.
jump with like the smash. Oh god. Yeah. Well, comes out in 2 weeks.
Alliance, bro.
Yeah, Ultimate Alliance is actually really fun.
Wait, it comes out in 2 weeks?
Yep.
Man,
Wait, for real?
Yeah, it comes out September 4th, bro.
I
Shit.
did not know that.
Yep.
It's 3 weeks, but yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I remember
Well, that's the
Spider-Man
show.
exclusive on PS4.
Yeah, that's the part that annoys me. It's like
The Spider-Man
I get it. Yeah, I get it, Sony. like, I mean, it doesn't matter. If I really want to play Spider-Man, I can buy it on. I have a PS4. It's just dumb to have an entire character like Spider-Man exclusive to a console.
Hell yeah. Okay, but the thing is, I couldn't play Link in Soul Calibur unless I had a GameCube. So
Yeah, but the difference is every single console got something.
My nigga Heihachi was out there,
No,
man.
every single console got an
You got a
exclusive
fucking
thing.
Xbox, you have to play as Spawn, bro.
I actually, I was actually happy. I got it on Xbox.
Heihachi was on PlayStation going crazy.
I got it on
Honestly,
Xbox.
I remember some of the
Xbox.
guest characters in Soul Calibur, even in, was it 4, right? With Darth Vader and Yoda?
Yeah, Forrest Darth Vader.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
That was cool.
no, okay, and then was
thing
it
is, like,
And you got Star Killer between the two. Wait, what?
The thing is, like, those are like, yeah.
Yeah,
Was that
Star Killer
Star
was. Yeah, Star Killer was in both.
Okay. OD. So yeah. If I
Yoda
can't
was
play Link
Xbox, though,
Soul
wasn't it?
Calibur, you can't play Spider-Man and Avengers.
The thing is, like, those are like clearly
No, but
guest
there's-
characters.
Yeah, it's a
where
guest character.
Spider-Man
This
is
is
like
Spider-Man. Like,
No,
he's
but
one of the
the thing
main
is-
characters in Marvel. Like, what?
It's Sony presents Marvel Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I get it. Sony has a
Also,
license
I don't
to
think
movies.
Spider-Man's
I get
not
it,
part of
but
the
it's like,
story in this new Avengers game at all.
it
So, like,
doesn't matter. It's
it acts like a guest
Spider-Man.
character. Yeah, but
No.
it does matter because it goes back
Okay,
to the
no.
Link
Hold
thing.
on, hold on.
Link
No,
isn't like
no,
an
it
integral
doesn't.
part of Soul
No,
Calibur
no, it
story. That's
doesn't.
clearly
Roger,
a guest character.
Roger, no, it doesn't. I get the lie you're trying to draw. See, this works. If this was like Kratos or some shit, then it'd be like, okay, that's cool. He's not actually a Marvel character.
Right, but Sony
Who cares?
literally owns Spider-Man. Like they own
They own
that's
the
the
movie
whole
rights.
reason
They own
why it
movie
took so
rights.
long to get Spider-Man in Civil War is because Sony owns. The
Yeah,
rights to
like,
Spider-Man.
you understand.
film rights.
I understand all that. I get why he's exclusive to PlayStation. I'm saying it's still pretty dumb to take Spider-Man.
I mean,
and
I
make
agree
him
with you.
exclusive.
no, it's
I
not
agree with
dumb,
you that
bro.
it's stupid.
not
We're not
dumb.
in disagreement. I'm just saying that it makes sense that he is.
No, I'm like Roger. You don't understand. I feel like I'm a very logical person. I sometimes don't agree with other
That's
people's logic,
definitely
but I'm a very
not
logical person. Okay.
No, he's
I
not.
get.
He's
I
insane.
get
He's
why.
fucking
I already
crazy.
knew- I already knew he was
He's
going to come in.
fucking
I didn't say
crazy.
something, but I
Logical.
get. I get why they're doing it. I just find it dumb.
My guy's a logical man.
Look, Sony's trying to get a bag. I'm about it.
Talk to him.
Because if money
I
be
just
not
don't really
thy
care.
servant, it will be thy master.
All right. That's the 30th time I heard you say that since we saw that episode. I'm gonna need you to stop now.
It's
Even
the
though it
second
is
time.
facts.
Okay, but the thing is, Shova, they can hear me, but they're not listening. So
They're not listening. They never are.
until they listen, I gotta, you know what I'm saying?
Because if they listen and we are being real here, you know what I'm saying? Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood fucking trash, so.
Talk to
Woo,
them.
thank you.
to
Thank
him.
you.
Don't agree with me when I'm joking, bitch.
I'm not joking.
I'm joking. Don't agree with me because now you're making it seem like I'm really
Well, you
meaning
are.
that
You
shit.
said it. You said it. So let's do this.
No.
Fullmetal Alchemist is incredibly overrated.
Don't
Let's
agree
go.
with me. Chat. I was joking. Roger means that shit, but I didn't mean that shit. I'm just kidding. So leave me
Roger,
out of this.
server
That's
muted.
all I'm
You're all
asking
safe
for.
now.
Yo, who muted Roger?
Gee.
He just dipped.
All right, well, that's the end of the show, guys.
Lovely. Lovely.
Cool.
I see in the
Cool.
chat One
Lit.
Piece trash. I agree.
I
You guys
agree.
can do that. That's fine. See the difference. I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna say this. This is why so many anime fans are a bunch of weenies. This is why.
Yeah.
Oh
Because
my god.
I don't care if you say One Piece is trash. Go ahead. Go ahead. One Piece has a lot of stupid stuff in it. Half
Look,
of the
man,
story
we've had
arcs in
this
One Piece
conversation
are
30
literally
times already.
Rewritten time and time
Yeah.
again. But I enjoy it.
You-
So me enjoying One Piece, it's not going to change because someone else doesn't
Because
like
you're
it.
not a
If
fucking
I say
loser,
it,
we
even if
know,
it's-
man.
Even if Shofu's saying it as bait, if Shofu's like, Fullmetal Alchemist is trash, if you get upset by him saying that, that literally just means that you don't like that thing as much as you think you like it. And that's it. That's it.
It's also
No,
not just
what
anime.
it is
people.
that they
Like,
tie
if
their-
you say
they-
you don't like a game, someone is gonna call a game that you play trash just because
Because they tie their
And so
entire
what?
personality
So
to
what?
this thing that they like. They don't. They're not
Exactly.
their own person. As soon as you insult something that they like, that means that you're. It's a personal attack on their entire being.
How about you just tell them something a punk ass pig?
It's a personal attack on their entire being once you call something that they like and identify themselves with trash. That's how it goes. We know.
Roger just upset something told a better story in less than 700 episodes.
I'll take. Yo, there's a certain thing called Attack on Titan, which did it in 100 chapters.
That shit
And
trash
it's
too.
infinitely better. Infinitely better.
That shit trash too.
We'll see. Wait until you see the next season. That's all I'm gonna say. Also, JoJo Part 4 sucks.
Now, if we just saying shit, your favorite anime is probably trash.
He said all of them. Damn.
Every single thing you've ever loved is trash.
While
Whatever
we're at
your
it-
favorite anime is, it's probably trash.
That's
While
facts.
we're at it,
But Roger's
your mom
just
probably
wrong.
stinks.
If we being real here, your mom is a terrible cook. Like,
Tell him.
If we
It's
being
true, I've
real
seen
here,
it.
you've never fucking done your laundry a day in your life.
You probably don't wrinkle your shirts.
We're being real.
Wrinkle. Wait, wrinkle your shirt. I gotta go.
Entire chat don't even iron their clothes. I know you people.
Yeah, none of them do.
If we're just
Disgusting
making people
degenerates.
mad, if we're just here making people mad,
All I know is if you in chat right now, you probably haven't brushed your teeth yet.
Yep.
damn,
it's
dude,
fucking
11
8
PM.
o'clock,
You ain't
bro.
ready
What
for
the
bed?
fuck are you talking about?
Huh? What?
Nothing. I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Stream's over, people. Roger's not even here
Thank God.
anymore.
Thank God.
Well, you could have left at any point.
Play Final Fantasy 14. We're on the Aether data center. Thanks. Good night.
Is stream over?
Yes, man.